All right, so once again, I'm live. Coming back. Been an interesting week. A lot of things going on. A lot of things going on. Things that happen. Things that will happen. If not, if not taken care of. Got Chak coming on tonight. Hopefully he's, got some good stuff going on. Maybe he's gonna talk about some things. Text him now. Let him know you're on. I got a lot to talk about as well. Let me see what I can do here. There was some new developments out anyway, so probably have to talk about those developments as soon as possible. Let's see. All right. First thing I talk about these mosquitoes. Is the mosquitoes in Maryland. All right. And one topic I want to get out of the way. This is very interesting. Actually, I'm gonna have to play 2 videos out of this thing because I didn't really think about it this way. A couple things we're gonna talk about, like some things about like Bronny James and things like that. So a couple things we're gonna talk about here. Don't know. Very interesting. But what I do know is that things are starting to heat up a lot. Starting to heat up more and more. And people better be careful about what's going on out here. This ain't for the faint of heart. You don't know what's going on by now. I feel sorry for you, brother. Or sister, but that's just the way it is. I mean, things are getting heated up. And people are going to start fighting. I mean, it's like... And I'm talking about fighting with epic proportions. War, famine, things like that. I need to play the video.
Inside this CDC lab in Fort Collins, Colorado, swarms of mosquitoes.
It's probably tens of thousands of individual mosquitoes.
I'm glad we're suited up then.
boxed in, bottled up, and studied, all in an effort to control an epidemic.
West Nile virus is one that really is endemic in the U.S. right now.
The debilitating disease carried by mosquitoes is a major concern for the CDC. One fear for researchers like Roxanne Connolly, mosquitoes are becoming stronger than the chemicals meant to kill them.
We have seen resistance across the country.
That's what they're testing here, finding in some cases the bugs are becoming immune to insecticides.
It is like antibiotic resistance, and we can't keep using the same products over and over because we do end up with a situation like this.
Repellents, however, still work well. Watch as Connolly sticks her arm into this cage filled with mosquitoes.
Oh, are they biting?
Not yet.
You can see them swarming her arm, but after a spray, the bugs steer clear.
There's not a single mosquito on you.
Right, and that's what we want. That's what we expect out of a repellent, that no mosquito will land on you or bite.
John Vandenberg is adamant about bug spray after he was infected with West Nile.
Just told my wife, Janine, that I'm not feeling good, and I just went down on the floor.
The virus had gone to his brain, robbing him of his ability to think clearly, read and write, paralyzing his arms and legs.
I didn't know whether my mobility would ever come back. Was I going to be paralyzed for life? It was a pretty scary time. Come on, Joe.
5 years later, he's still recovering. And while Vandenberg's case is rare,
we have had young, healthy individuals who have ended up with paralysis for the rest of their life. So no one is immune from getting West Nile virus disease.
And the CDC is on heightened alert this year after an unusually wet spring in much of the country. Here in the lab, you can see mosquito eggs thrive in standing water.
How many eggs are in each one of these little grains of rice?
150 to 200 in each one of those.
A perfect breeding ground for a very real threat.
How concerning is that to you?
It's very concerning because we want to make sure that the public understands that this is something different than what we've been seeing for the past few years.
Erica Edwards, NBC News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today.
That's kind of crazy. Let me read my copyright disclaimer. Fair use. Copyright disclaimer section 107. The Copyright Act of 1976 allows made fair use as purposes such as criticism, common news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute, otherwise may be infringing. All right, cool. Hey, Chak, where you at, buddy? Look at that. However, if they messing with mosquitoes like that, what else is about to drop on you? That's a very interesting take. But it's a very, very interesting take. And we had to be ready for that take. I don't know how we're going to fight the resistance, though. And people don't know the information. My thing with mosquitoes, these are Bill Gates lab mosquitoes. Or at least backed by his money. Mm-hmm. Yep. Backed by his money. So, not a good position to be in right here. I can I can honestly say that. I can honestly say that.
Someone uploaded a video to the internet that has now gone viral from a festival that took place in Baltimore, Maryland at Druid Hill Park, alleging that a helicopter dropped deadly mosquitoes onto the festival goers. Check it out. So as you saw also on the caption, it said, helicopter released deadly mosquitoes in Baltimore, Maryland, AFRAM 2023. Then it goes on to say Baltimore.
What's going on, brother?
Peace, peace.
Yeah, man. Just put in these two videos. One of them about the West Nile virus in Maryland, which I don't know how a West Nile virus from across the
West
world.
Nile virus. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Man, we know what this is, man. Biological warfare, yo.
But this is in Baltimore about the people talking about a helicopter dropping mosquitoes on us. I'm gonna let the video play and then we comment on it.
All right.
So as you saw also on the caption, it said, helicopter released deadly mosquitoes in Baltimore, Maryland, AFRAM 2023. Then it goes on to say, Baltimore, I can't believe y'all did us dirty and released those bugs on us. So again, the allegation is that the city of Baltimore dropped deadly mosquitoes on people who were at the festival. Now, it is said at the time the Isley brothers were getting ready to go on, and then that happened. And so a site by the name of Lead Stories did a little bit more investigating into what might have happened. And they said that they reached out to the Baltimore, Maryland Police Department, and this is what they said. There were police helicopters that flew over the area that evening. Historic data available to subscribers from FlightRadar24.com show that police helicopters did circle over the park several times after 7 p.m. that evening and also flew meandering routes over central Baltimore during flights that lasted about 2 hours. Lead Stories reached out to the Baltimore Police Department to inquire about the purpose of these flights and will update this article if we receive a reply. So as of this recording, they have not received a reply, but let's get into a little bit of history really quick. So some people are saying, oh, well, they're just spreading conspiracy theories and they're lies and they're not true and things like that. Now, they also reached out to the Baltimore Health Department and asked them, had anybody complained about any side effects from being bitten by deadly mosquitoes? And the Baltimore Health Department said, no, we do not have any reports like that. All right, now let's go back into history. Now we can understand why Black people would feel like something nefarious was going on with mosquitoes all of a sudden now some people and a lot of people say, well, they were gnats. They said that the gnats, were going in their noses, their eyes, and their ears, and hair and all that kind of stuff. It's also said that the mayor was on stage at the time and was telling the festival goers, oh, you guys can deal with mosquitoes, you can deal with cicadas, and you can deal with gnats. So that's where Lee's stories are saying it probably was gnats. But let's go back into history again, where Black people might feel like it was something else going on, as I was saying. All right. Now, y'all remember the Tuskegee experiment back in the day where Black men were told that they were actually being treated for syphilis, but they were not. And it took like 40 years for them to learn that they weren't being treated at all. They were giving mercury treatments and things, and when all they needed was penicillin. Let's go a little bit more in modern time. Y'all remember in Flint, Michigan, where Obama showed up to drink a glass of water, where the allegation, and it was proven that they were drinking dirty water with lead and a whole bunch of other stuff in it. When I say they, it was predominantly Black people, where the water was diverted from another source into the Black communities, which gave them horrible water. Well, Obama sat up there and drank the water and said, no, you're good now. But a lot of people say, no, the water still is not good. He got up there and he put on, to trick Black people. And then if you want to come a little bit more into the 2023, y'all remember not too long ago where we had a COVID pandemic, right? Well, out of that pandemic came a vaccine, and it came rather quickly. So a lot of Black people was like, I ain't taking that. But then Black people were saying, oh, you're being, people were telling Black people rather, oh, you're being paranoid, or you're being conspiracy theorists. Well, Black people have a good reason to feel that way, right? There's a whole host of things that I did not and could not mention for the sake of time that has happened to Black people that turned out not to be conspiracy theories, and they turned out to be true after all, right? And it wouldn't be the first time that something in the United States, particularly the government, has dropped something on Black people. Black Wall Street. They said that bombs were dropped, which would have been the first time that bombs were dropped on American citizens, right? And then in 1985, during the MOVE incident, bombs were dropped there. So it wouldn't be the first time. So were they deadly mosquitoes? I don't know. I tend to think probably not, since no one really complained of any side effects or anything like that. But did the police department drop bugs or gnats or something? I don't know. It remains to be seen. And do we blame Black people for saying, y'all did something to us? Nope. Because we understand.
All right, what do you think, man?
Yeah, there's a lot going on there, man. And ain't nobody trying to get to the bottom of it. People keep passing the book. You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean, she laid out some great points of previous circumstances and situations that then look too favorable in the so-called American Indian X people. That's what I'm gonna start calling them, American Indian X. They want us all to be Black and African, but it's a lot of bullshit, because we can go back to times in history. Like I said, we can go all the way back to the Indian Removal Act and all the stuff they was doing in 1830, 1834. We can go back to the Tulsa, Oklahoma. We can go back to the motherfucking race riots that was in these some of these cities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, was it 19 St. Louis race riot? Yeah, but it was happening all over. It was happening all over the country though. When this in St. Louis?
I know. I just bring up one.
We got the Devil's Punch Bowl down in Mississippi. I mean, it's so many incidents on this soil, yo. She just named about the MOVE Act. I mean, the MOVE.
Yeah.
And they dropped those bombs on the people up in Philly, man.
You know that was a,
This the state or the government.
you know it was a black. You know the mayor at that time of Philadelphia was black who did that. Who actually let that go through.
Yeah, man, because these are the coon. These are the coon people that sold out to foreign nations, man. You know what I mean? Foreign powers or foreign governments. They sold
Now
out.
about the move one. What was so interesting about that? Okay, so they were like having their own thing going on. You know, they had a bullhorn. You know, they had things that they were doing, but what they really were doing, they were really being. I mean, safe to say, they were self-sufficient. They weren't, you know, living off, you know, electricity or like things like that. They had their own way of living. That was another thing that they didn't want them to do because they knew they would catch up to their ideas and people would start following them if you had enough people start listening to.
Right. I mean, but that's how we was living before a lot of let's see invasions on this landmass. A lot of indigenous people, Indian tribe, Indian clans, other indigenous people on this soil was living like that. And it was sustainable. Nobody went about being no millionaire rich like that, man, because they was living their own sustainable life. Even the Mormons.
More money, more problems.
They was getting a lot of flack lately, you know, getting picked up by the government because the same way they sustainable. You know what I mean?
More money, more problems.
More money, more problems. You're damn right. I mean, we can say, hey, thank God for whoever created technology, these skyscrapers or the inner cities, but just as much as you could thank for it, you got to thank them for the pros and cons that come along with that. Right? The effects of all these toxic chemicals that they use, these toxic chemical plants that they use to build these toxic chemicals, these toxic metals that they put in the air and that they use on these buildings and shit. We see the rise, man, in different diseases and ailments and shit in people, man, because of the rise of capitalism, the rise
Hello, everybody. I'm Denise Koch. Welcome to those of you watching on CBS News Baltimore.
Say it again.
Nah, I hit something. I hit the video too quick because
I'm saying is technology innovation is good, but at the same time, there's a fallout with that. I think most people, because it's the convenience, like I said, being able to go to the store, drive, get to a place here and there quick and fast. Some people, yes, it's profitable. But as we can see, the human population is dwindling down because everybody want to be on this super technology level, want to outdo the next generation of technology, innovation and shit. But it's costing human existence. You know what I mean? So at what cost? How far do we want to go? You know what I'm saying? With technology and you know, the advancement of technology and AI and
can I let me get to my next topic on AI. You know why?
Okay.
Yesterday. Whoa. Well, wait a minute. I need him on this one though. Come on back, chat. Oh, boy. Come on back. Come on back, brother. Need you on this one, brother. Shagalak. Chak, where you at, man? All right. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Because this was, you were talking about AI and technology and all this. This case can blow your mind. But I was telling you about this earlier today, and I told you about it before. What's going on, Frank? What's up, man? Yo.
Peace, peace. What's good, Frank? We can't hear you.
Yo, Frank. He on. All right. Well, anyway, Shaq, I was talking about this thing with Thermo Fisher, and I was talking about that Blackstone DNA and all that. Well, Thermo Fisher is actually part of the same thing because they actually, well, they just paid a lawsuit today to Henrietta Lacks family. You heard about Henrietta Lacks before, right?
Yo, what up, what up?
What's going on?
Man, my bad, the volume was tripping.
Yeah, I heard about.
Yeah, well, Henrietta Lacks family for years had been on this case, and Ben Crump, they got the case settled today. But they were running DNA tests and stuff. They even made COVID vaccines out of Henrietta Lacks cells. This was a basic cell thing going on here with Henrietta Lacks. But the settlement reached today. I'm gonna go ahead and play the video.
Tomorrow and on WJZ TV, we are continued to follow breaking news from the family of Henrietta Lacks. A settlement has been reached in their lawsuit against a biotech company over the use of Lacks' immortal cells. We have been following this case closely for years. Right now, WJZ Live in East Baltimore, Paul Gessler is outside Johns Hopkins Hospital, where this story began back in the 1950s, Paul.
Yeah, and as you know, Denise, but it is important to note off the top here, Johns Hopkins not part of this lawsuit, although doctors here more than 70 years ago took cervical cells from Lacks without her knowledge. Those cells have proved critical to science and research ever since. They've been cloned, reproduced, used in vaccine development as recently as COVID-19 vaccines. Her family sued pharmaceutical company Thermo Fisher Scientific, that's out of Massachusetts, arguing the company is still knowingly profiting off Lacks' cells. A settlement was reached late Monday after sealed court proceedings at the federal courthouse downtown. The terms of that settlement are confidential, but the family is claiming victory both financially and historically.
My grandmother gave the world a gift 70 years ago, and we're here today to give her a gift of justice.
It's not a very difficult act when you think of the massive amounts of wealth that they have accumulated from using and studying and researching vaccines and medicines based on this Black woman's genetic materials.
Lacks died of cervical cancer in 1951. She was just 31 years old. Today marks what would have been her 103rd birthday. The family says this settlement also does another thing. It says that the settlement rather sends a message to other companies for similar unjust enrichment claims. We're live in East.
What do you think about that, Shaq?
Man, look here, dog. Man, look here. And see, there's so many crime scenes in America, dude. It's ridiculous. There's so many crime scenes in America. It's ridiculous, yo. They talking about the black on black crime, nigga, but they ain't. Man, look here. They ain't got no comparisons to the scientific genocide on people, G. On definitely the melanated people, yo. Those crime scenes are tremendous. And the wealth that was birthed out of a lot of these crime scenes. That's what I'm calling it. from taking women's placentas and stuff, taking the aborted fetuses and stuff, allegedly. The wealth that was created out of black death is ridiculous.
A high-speed.
It don't compare to the wealth that was created out of black labor or indigenous people labor. It's a damn shame, yo.
Well, they just told you they made vaccines out of it too. You heard what they said. After though, so hello, daggone, ding ding. What do you think? They've been. That's why I said when they talk about stem cell research and all this, there was another case out there, I think Stalin or something, where they were protesting Thermo Fisher too. Even you had stock experts telling you to buy stock in Thermo Fisher. Well, why, Shaq? They do sell melanin on the stock market for quite some grams of money, don't they? Yeah, they do. So daggone, they would naturally want to do stem cell research. Same thing I told you about the mosquito experiment. They said they got a West Nile virus going on in Maryland. Like, wait a minute, West Nile, ain't that the Nile River in Africa? So how is it in Maryland? But they showed you that they were genetically modifying these mosquitoes too. They got a CDC lab where they were using the mosquitoes. That's the video I played when you even came on. A CDC lab showing you. They said the mosquitoes are becoming more what? Resistant to pesticides or insecticides, whatever the hell it is, insecticides, and that they becoming stronger than the things used to kill them off, which means that these are some up with these damn mosquitoes. Then, okay, that's all I'm telling you. But that's all right, Frank. What you got?
Then that was a good point. Damn, man, he broke it down. Ooh, shit. Man, that you know, it's also wealth too that they accumulate from our deaths, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like on our exploitation too. Like for example, why are we? You know, they only put that we was the only slaves here in America. You know what I'm saying? That makes the story even more suspect. You know, and then the thing is too, look at the thing with what's the name? When there was experiment with the Tuskegee thing, man. They had Eunice Rivers. You know what I'm saying? The so-called black women helping. You know what I'm saying? Going right along with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Rounding these men up and stuff like that, man. And, you know, going with the little charade and not telling them they had the cure and all this. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's grimy, man. But I ain't surprised because we have carbon. You know what I'm saying? These other groups don't have carbon. You know what I mean? 666, man, is 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, and 6 protons. You know what I'm saying? We're carbon beings, man. You know what I mean? So, and that's the thing. And I guess people could equate that to melanin. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny how we're more highly melanated than the rest of these groups. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, man. I mean, it's a lot of, like Shaq said, man, big business, man. You know what I'm saying? Off of either exploiting us or killing us or having us kill each other. You see what I'm saying? Or pushing the single parent home, which, you know what I'm saying, it gives the privatized prisons, makes them rich. You see what I'm saying? It gets the welfare numbers up. You know what I'm saying? It gets the single mother rate up.
You know? I gotta talk about that too. I'm glad you brought that up because I just got home for this event down the street called National Night Out. And I mean, it's okay. I mean, you know, but I did realize something that's very interesting out there. They were giving children, maybe children, but they had a condom stand out there where they had magnums and lifestyles out there. They were giving them. I think they said the parent had to get the condoms and give it to children and stuff. But nevertheless, they were out there giving passing out condoms and stuff like that. I mean, you know, each his own, but whatever. But yeah. But let me bring this up about what you said too, Shaq, about one more thing. This just happened 2 months ago. This is in Singapore, by the way.
Manufacturing facility has opened in Singapore to boost the vaccine capabilities here and in the region. The $130 million facility is run by medical equipment firm Thermo Fisher Scientific. It's set up with the help from the Economic Development Board. Called a fill finish facility, it carries out the critical finishing step of assembling vials of drugs and vaccines safely to be ready for use. Deputy Prime Minister Heng Swee-keat says the COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the importance of supply chain resilience, and he adds that the biopharma industry holds the key to addressing health challenges, and the new facility will close the loop on vaccine production locally.
This will benefit not only Singapore, but the wider Asia-Pacific region when tackling future health crises. As you will recall, even at the height of the pandemic, Singapore kept trade flowing and facilitated the smooth movement of critical items such as vaccines and test kits. We'll continue to play a positive role in ensuring global supply chain resilience and the well-being of people around the world.
Kind of interesting, ain't it, man? What do you think, man?
Yeah. Well, man, this move was diabolical, man.
I gotta find this. Yeah, what do you think, Frank?
Yeah, my bad. I was on the phone, but yeah, man. I mean, that vaccine was. I mean, that you know, that jab was a big. That was a big business, man. You know what I'm saying? That's big business right there, man. You know what I mean? You can't mess up the flow, man. You know what I mean? You can't. You know, you gotta. But yeah, they've been using all types.
Now
of,
to new details.
All types of stuff to to fix that vaccine. But just like they said, even they was using even Henrietta Lacks for it, man. I mean, I'm not surprised, but see, the thing is, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Now, you know, it's suspect when you got the jab and you got the actual virus that are patent. Just think about that. A patent mean that somebody made it. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I'm getting to some things here because I'm trying to get all this stuff going on here. Daggone, I see the former President Donald Trump got indicted again today. He had somebody conspiring January 6th or some shit like that.
I'll call you back.
So,
This shit is unheard of, G.
I'll get to that at the end. But let me get that yeah, let's do it this way. Yeah, that's fine.
On the health scare involving the son of LeBron James, the NBA superstar is sharing an update on how 18-year-old Bronny is doing after going into cardiac arrest during practice last week. We're also hearing the 911 call for help and learning more about that chaotic scene that unfolded after his collapse. NBC 10's Francis Wang has the latest.
Over the weekend, LeBron James posting a short video of his son Bronny playing the piano, writing, "God is great, Bronny. You are amazing. We're here right with you every step of the way."
Ron, how is your son doing?
Just hours earlier, the James family, including Bronny, seen leaving dinner in LA, his first outing since his medical emergency.
Get ambulance here now.
Last Monday, the 18-year-old collapsed during basketball practice at USC, a 911 call conveying a frantic scene.
They're on scene with them or a registered nurse? No, there's no doctor. Okay, help is already on the way, okay?
Though he was admitted to the ICU, his cardiologist said the swift and effective response by the USC athletics medical staff successfully treated James. He arrived at the hospital fully conscious, neurologically intact, and stable. He was discharged just 3 days later.
His prompt response and recovery really speaks to the fact that he got treated literally within minutes and probably even within tens of seconds.
This incident highlighting harrowing statistics. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death for student athletes, and the chances of survival decreases between 7 to 10% every minute that CPR is delayed. Yet only 7 states require high school athletic venues to have an emergency action plan, CPR training for coaches, and a defibrillator within 1 to 3 minutes of where games and practices are held.
Bullseye for Bronny!
For James, the chances of a full recovery and return to court still unknown. Doctors looking to pinpoint the cause. Francis.
Oh boy. All right. Let me get this straight. All right, Frank. Let's put our thinking caps on. Frank, you there?
Yeah, man.
All right. Now, I'm about to say some wild stuff, Frank. Daggone, but I sent it to Chak earlier. I sent it to you too. I don't know if he alive, dead, but I know daggone well. A person having cardiac arrest ain't in a restaurant 2 days later, daggone walking around and daggone going out to eat. I'm gonna tell you that right now, right?
Mm.
All right. Daggone playing the piano too. Now notice in the video they did tell you he didn't. Where the article I read, he didn't speak, but they showed him playing the piano. All right. It said he was at ICU. He got an ICU that fast. All right. It happened Monday. They didn't report it till Tuesday. If he went out Friday, that's 3 days. Number 3 again. All right. Frank, all you got to do is go on Google, Bing, whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
2 things I noticed about Mr. Bronny. 2 things. 1, he got a tattoo behind his ear that say 999. Take that back, flip it around. What is that?
666, man.
All right. And he got a Knights of Templar earring in his ear.
Nice Templar. Oh yeah, dude. Oh hell yeah, man. And see these people know
blood sacrifice, baby.
They know that we don't be knowing about like what we do. But they know a lot of people don't be knowing about this type of stuff, man. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You could it's gonna go over a lot of people's heads, you know what I mean? Why would you, if you don't know nothing about this type of stuff, man, you're not gonna, oh man, this and that. We connect dots like how we be doing it. Nah, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, most of the world are they're not knowing, man. They're the unknown, man. They're the ignorant ones. You know what I'm saying? They're not the enlightened ones. You see what I'm saying? And like, I'm not saying, but see, that's what they're supposed to be, Illuminati, all that enlightened. But see, the thing is, dude, that means I'm not even thinking that y'all enlightened. I'm just thinking that y'all know a gang of secrets and shit that we don't know. And participated in oaths and shit. But my thing is, like you said, well, how you sitting, how you eating dinner 2 days later? But see, that another thing, like I'm saying, we don't be thinking. We're not thinkers. So, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna go over our head. See, we're entertainment type not minded people. We get our entertainment on. You know what I'm saying? We participate. That's why we love BET and the BET Awards and stuff like that. We like to indulge in a bunch of nonsense and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, now you see, this is always somebody's. It's always an inner. It's always a how you say it, immediate family member. Is it me? Do y'all notice that? It was Bill Cosby's son.
Mm-hmm.
It was Michael Jordan's pops. It was Kanye West's mom's. Is it just me or not? Or is it just me? It was what's her name? And it's always a so-called black celebrities. You notice that? Y'all notice this is
now they had Pee Wee. They had Pee Wee die yesterday.
I'm saying this white. I'm saying this you know what I'm saying, the status known as European or white. There's that too. They be killing. I mean, they be sacrificing too, but it's mainly just like us. It's mainly us wearing a dress. It's mainly us wearing a dress. It's mainly us sacrificing.
You are right about one thing, Frank. You know what you're right about? Usually with us, it's been recent at sports. You just had the guy KJ Hamler, the Denver Broncos. The same thing happened to him, but he had pericarditis.
But see, why is all these people? And then who else is? Other than now his. Oh, my bad. Gilly the Kid's son just died. Y'all heard about Gilly the Kid? His son just died, Kobe, right? So what's up with all this? It's immediate family. You know what I'm saying? And what's up with all these people being so-called black though? Like, see.
Well, do y'all?
We go, sir.
Wait a minute, Frank.
Do y'all know the procedure, man? When you go through a cardiac arrest, G, do you know all the tests, EKG, and all that shit that you gotta with exams you gotta take, man, to make sure your heart is right. got the right rhythm and shit like that, man. When you go through something traumatic like that, you know all the tests that they gotta run on you, dude. Come on, man. Unless he's some super bionic motherfucker, G. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers gotta run EKG, nigga. They gotta run CAT scans, all type of shit. And they can't just do them shits back to back. That shit had to be scheduled. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Yeah. I'm just saying. Maybe he one of the lucky ones, you know, that can bounce back from something like that so quick. To be playing the piano and shit. I don't know. Because I know people that had cardiac arrest, nigga, they ain't never really neurology. They done had neural problems. So I mean, you know, they ain't for all, but damn.
All right, do you see that, Frank?
They know that people don't know.
You see it,
nothing
Frank?
about no cardiac
You see
arrest.
it?
They know we don't know, so therefore they know we. Like I said, we're entertainment people, so you know you tell us stuff like this about a celebrity son, we're on it. Oh shit, really? But we're not gonna do our due diligence, and we're not gonna sit back and think. Wait up, you know what I'm saying? 2 + 2 ain't
Frank, you
4.
see it?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
You see it, Frank?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know. Somebody on the delay. Can you hear me, Bernard?
I hear you. Yeah, can you see that?
Frank might be on the delay, or I'm on the delay. Somebody on the delay.
Oh shit. Hold up.
Can you see that though? You see the 999, Frank?
Oh yeah, huh?
There you go, right there on the neck, right there.
Yeah.
All right, just pointing it out. There's something to look at.
These people crazy, man. These motherfuckers out their mind. But see,
well, hold on. Is he not 18?
Yeah.
Okay, what's 6 times 3?
18.
Okay.
Now, let's hear. LeBron James number is 6, but he changed it to 23. Frank, what's 2 times 3?
6.
There you go. Frank, they be playing with us, Frank.
These motherfuckers, I mean, like I said, we're not we're entertainment people, so you know.
Another thing that happened in all this, people forget. LeBron James news just came out of LeBron James school that one 8th grader was able to pass a math test in that school that he has. So that was another thing that came out recently. So it could be, you know, something to kind of like get the attention off that and get your attention on Bronny, because you know you can feel sad for his son, which of course I don't want nobody to go through cardiac arrest, but at the same time, we got to understand why they just told you cardiac arrest is the #1 leading cause of death among high school athletes. What the hell? Realize there's always a #1 here, #1 there. Realize that? So I guess they don't want you to go out and exercise. I mean, Lizzo, you know, Lizzo just got charged today. You know, she been charged with sexual harassment by her dancers. So
what? Hold on, Bernard, stop. Frank, come on, man. Is this a dream? Let me pinch myself, yo. God damn.
They said Lizzo was body shaming her dancers, which is kind of crazy. It made one of the dancers or something eat a banana out of a nude dancer vagina or something.
What?
You heard what I said, man.
Lock her ass up. See? That's what they get for trying to allow this sexual freedom BS. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what the fuck? I said, hey, hold on, man. Look here, man.
Wow.
Hey, wait a minute, man. Hold on, Shaq. You know, I want to eat. I mean, when it go to show you how demonic they getting, Shaq. You know what I'm saying, man? It's look, Shaq, you think I'm joking, man? Dago. You know, I gotta talk to Mo for the judge about Lizzo. Lizzo getting that work, man. You know, she getting that work. You know, she getting that work, man. let me pull it up. I think that's it. Yeah, here we go. What the hell? Hey, can you hear me?
Huh?
Whoa.
What the hell?
I don't know how the hell that happened. Hold on. I gotta do something about this. I got you. All right, let's go.
What the hell? They clone Bernard? What the hell?
No.
Deep State and hacked the goddamn live stream.
Wow. Hold on a minute. You got me?
Yeah, we hear.
Yeah, but you ain't here though. We got an echo.
Who?
We got an echo.
It's not an echo on my end.
Let me see. Hold on.
You echo on yours. God damn. What the fuck? Wow. Okay, hold on. let me just try to get back out of here. Hold on. Are we good?
Okay, how does that sound? That sound better?
No, it sounds like you're in town.
It sound worse? Oh, shit, hold on.
I know I'm new. Hold on. No, I can't do that.
Is I'm echoing too? Yeah, he got to leave out. All right, we got to hold it down. Go on, get it in, Frank.
So am I echoing or what? How do I sound?
No, you sound good on my end. I think when whatever he clicked and he added himself, it's still probably got his other device attached to the stream. So he gotta, you know what I'm saying, go out and come back in probably. Reset on his end.
But yeah, look, so we don't.
I'm good.
Okay, I'm about to say.
I'm good, man. What the hell? Whoa, right? Hey, look, man, y'all thought they cloned me. No, I ain't cloned. What the hell? No, man, look.
They clone Tyrone.
All right. Yeah, they tried. That was wild shit. All right. Now, let me pull this junk up, man. What the hell you talking about? Your browser has blocked your screen? What the hell you talking about, man? Oh, y'all don't want me to show nothing more. I got what it is. Okay, that's cool. I guess we was getting a little bit too too hot and heavy, right? But nevertheless, show must go on. Don't worry about it. Here we go. I'm gonna pull it up for you, Chak. I'm gonna pull this up for you, man. Stop being fat phobic, you dirty bastard.
This motherfucker's making niggas eat the banana off the tailpipe. Damn, Frank, that's some sick shit there, player.
Honestly, when I hear stories like this from the industry, I'm not surprised, man. It's weird shit. It's the industry. That's the Hollywood. Hollywood is, you know what I'm saying? The Holly branch off the Holly, you know what I'm saying? The branch.
Former dancers have accused the singer of creating a hostile work environment and sexual harassment in a lawsuit filed today in Los Angeles Superior Court and provided to NBC News by the plaintiff's law firm. And a warning, some of this is graphic. The lawsuit says Lizzo subjected the group to an excruciating audition after leveling false accusations that they were drinking on the job. The lawsuit also describes an incident where Lizzo allegedly pressures one of them to touch a nude performer at an Amsterdam club. The plaintiffs also claim on one occasion, Lizzo called attention to one dancer's weight gain, later berating, then firing that dancer after she recorded a meeting because of a health condition. The suit also accuses the captain of Lizzo's dance team of proselytizing to other performers and deriding those who had premarital sex while sharing lewd sexual fantasies and more. Joining us now, NBC News entertainment contributor Chris Witherspoon. Chris, this is also shocking, but I think a lot of what makes it shocking is that it's in such contrast to Lizzo's public image. Fat shaming, she's known for embracing body positivity. What's your reaction to this?
I am shocked right now, Anna. I mean, Lizzo is a Grammy-winning singer, but she really is a cultural figure. And part of what makes her so compelling is that her notoriety comes from her body and her body positivity and how she's made and crafted this sort of storyline around being positive, embracing all body types. In fact, she won an Emmy Award last year for a show called Watch Out for the Big Girls, which is on Amazon Prime right now. And it's about, her recruiting these plus size women to be her background dancers for her upcoming Bonnaroo tour that already happened, or her Bonnaroo performance that happened last year. But the whole show was heartfelt. It was tear-jerking. It was her crying along with these plus size women of color who wanted to be dancers and who were told throughout their careers that they were too big. So this is really shocking. I'm surprised. And one of the dancers, in fact, Crystal Williams is her name. Crystal was one of the first people that Lizzo chose on day one of this show. Before she even went through the other episode, Crystal got snatched up to become a background dancer. The math does not add up here, and I'm looking forward to what Lizzo has to say.
And we, NBC News, that is, reached out to Lizzo and her representatives before publishing this digital piece. No response. Before we did the segment, our team also reached out. We haven't received any response, but when it comes to not just, this fat shaming accusation, but the other sexual harassment claims, the toxic work environment accusations, do any of these accusations sound familiar? Have there been any rumblings?
Not at all. Again, if you watch the show, Watch Out for the Big Girls, you do see Lizzo. She did put her dancers through a series of different challenges, and some of those made them step outside their comfort zone. But I think the allegations of going to the strip club in the red light district and making them touch performers' bodies, that's shocking. The fat shaming accusations from Lizzo are also very shocking. I think it will also come down to her dance captain, Shirley Quigley, who's also named in this lawsuit to have really have repeated actions that made the dancers uncomfortable. So I'm curious to hear more about Shirley's role in this, but for Lizzo's part, again, it's out of character for her.
I encourage all of our viewers to read the detailed reporting on NBCnews.com. Chris Witherspoon, it's good to have you here. Thank you so much for offering your insights and helping us try to make sense of this.
Practice what you preach, chump. Whoa. Crazy story, ain't it, Shaq?
It don't surprise me, man.
Well, she said, watch out for the big girl, so what's the problem? I mean, trying to find out why you doing all that.
I mean, it don't surprise me, the behavior, man, because some people, man, they don't know, dog. They can get away with anything. Hell yeah.
Okay, if that's true, she should.
This the mere allegations of a melanated, you know what I'm saying, American Nietzsche man. Just the mere allegations of you know what I'm saying, sexual. Even if you said something to a woman that was, they can tag you with sexual harassment or sexual misconduct, and that can ultimately put a damper on your livelihood. Just the allegation alone.
What do you think about this, Frank? It's kind of crazy, ain't
it? It's like, she over here fat shaming, but why would she be? I mean, I don't know. She's had a show about, you know what I'm saying? She's had a show about, you know what I'm saying, getting dancers and stuff, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know, man. She don't really the fat shaming part. I don't know, but I mean, like I said, these are celebrities, man. This could be a real story, fake story. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, but if it's a real story, I'm not surprised, man. These celebrities, man, are weird, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of weird, you know what I'm saying, stuff going on behind these scenes, even that you hear about. I don't know. It's like, man, it just sounds scandalous. You know what I'm saying? It sounds low down low. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? It sounds fucked up. It really does. You know what I'm saying? But they always put our stories like when I think they be using these so-called black celebrities, man. I think they be using them for to denigrate us even more, to like mess up our reputation and like, you know what I'm saying, like put us in a crazy light even more, because it's like, okay, well, these black celebrities are like this,
you know what I'm saying, regular black motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's how I take. I don't know. It's just like it's like a little propaganda machine that they're using these celebrities for. Just like they be using these crisis actors and these shootings, you know what I'm saying, to push these laws. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple.
All
You know
right.
what I mean?
I want to play this for you. Shaq, daggone, I know you was in the crowd. You would have sued her for more money than probably what the person is.
Throwing things at performers on stage. This time, an object was thrown at rapper Cardi B. Ooh, yeah, there you go. You see Cardi B then fling her microphone back at the person who threw their drink at her during a weekend performance in Las Vegas. She continued her set afterwards. No word yet on what happened to the person in that crowd.
Dang, Shaq. She said, give me that mic. Bing! Throw that thing. Well, Shaq, she threw it at the person who threw the drink on her, but it did ricochet, hit another person in the head. Shaq say he want royalties for the thing hitting him in the head by mistake. Huh, Shaq?
Yeah, I got neurological damage. Oh yeah. Pay me or trade me, bitch.
Yeah.
Threw
a drink on, you know.
Who did it though? Like nobody, they found out?
No, somebody filed battery charge on her.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, I tell you, it's been wild, man. I mean, this week, they had Drake. He was in DC. Next week, they're gonna have Beyonce coming. I don't think nobody can throw a drink at Beyonce. Well, Beyonce will be performing at at FedEx Field. So you ain't even get close enough to gonna get to her because they rent that whole football stadium for Beyonce.
Oh, you ain't lying.
Yeah,
You ain't lying.
I know a guy. His wife went to see her last week. You know, she paid $900 to see Beyonce.
Damn.
That's cheap, man. $1,400 for the VIP seat, tough seat. $1,400 to see Beyonce, baby. Man, Jackson, brother. Got to pay the cost to be the boss, brother. Ain't what it is, brother. So but Jack said that if that was him that got hit by the mic, he would have been suing the pants off Cardi.
Whiplash. I would have whiplash.
$40 million. She probably ain't got it. But Shaq, she would have been paying Shaq royalties the rest of his life.
Man,
yeah, I need royalties in that ass too.
I was like, but
my motherfucker probably blew out.
Let's bring up something about these two women. Let's bring out something about these two women. I'm gonna bring up this video. Frank, I don't know if you've seen it yet. I've talked about it last week, but it's starting to get more traction. So it's kind of like one of them ones I probably, looked at, but I want to talk about the denigration of men in societies. And, after you hear this video, you'll understand where I'm coming from. So just listen to it and tell me what you think. And we're gonna talk about how men are being attacked.
Black women are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more Black women consider and even exercise. So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now. Because Black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests. And now that bypassing those insufficient relationships does not have to come at the expense of motherhood, well, frankly, it's a whole new world. A world in which Black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose, because now we get to do the choosing. And as we choose, we do have to contend with the reality of a dismally small supply of Black sperm. Because most Black women on this journey, we want to create children that look like us and that look like our families. And that means we want Black sperm. And as we heard from Reese Brooks, it's the definition of slim pickings. And sometimes that means compromising on this aspect of your journey. Now, I am extremely fortunate that I was able to secure 2 vials of Black sperm from California Cryobank when I embarked on this part of my journey last fall. But I do know that I am an outlier. So I've got 2 concrete tips for single Black women who think this may be an option, either now or maybe later. Number 1, please check out Reproductive Village. It's a new Black-owned cryobank, and it's designed to help with this shortage of Black sperm. It's set to open its doors in DC later this year, and it will also have drop-off locations in Atlanta and Houston, Texas. And number 2,
Hold on, man.
proactive. I say go ahead and start looking right now for desirable Black sperm.
This woman is sick. This is so inhumane. The way they disrespect the so-called Black man, G. This is highly offensive and disrespectful, dude. And they wonder why they ass. They wonder why they ass is getting so many fucking diseases and problems with their cervical cancer and breast cancer, and they got to get these damn European doctors and scientists are telling them if they get fibroids, they need to take their damn uterus out. Because y'all shit continue to play the game and shit on the Black man. You don't have they the only women in the world, or they're the leading women right now in the world that's disrespectful and shitting on their own men that gotta come out they body. No other women. Even in the Muslim nations, the Hindu nations, them women ain't they not challenging their men. No matter what those men do, they not challenging their men.
They could cheat on them.
Not in no African country, no African nation, women is not challenging men. Ain't no Asian, ain't no Japanese, Chinese. They ain't challenging their men. But these Black women have been boosted up and put in their mindset and their psyche that it's okay to challenge their men and want to be better than their men.
Well, wait a minute. Stop right there. Because I'm about to play the video, the last minute of it. But look, she said that it's an option they're going to start using. But you heard what she said. For partnerships and marriages that don't suit us. So she actually said it. She said it.
Man, she promoting the genocide of Black men and Black boys, G. This woman everybody need to rain fire on her motherfucking ass because this is unconventional and they push this lines up with this transgender shit. These people want to be able to take other people's sperm and eggs and shit and create their own motherfucking goddamn form their own baby and shit. They didn't ever come out their body.
Just like the brat number doing that. You heard about the brat? Did you hear about the brat?
I know about the brat.
Man, this shit is disgusting, man. This woman is disgusting, dude. This woman is disgusting, man. She lower than she low. This is a low down dirty scoundrel, dude.
Let her finish.
For real.
Let her finish.
Low down dirty scoundrel.
Let her finish because I want to break down some points here. I would listen to. Let her finish. Let the sperm finish.
Register with all 4 of the big cryobanks, and this includes California Cryobank, which I used, Seattle Sperm Bank, Fairfax Cryobank, and Zytex. Then
What
you
you mean?
can
What
scan
she
the current
use?
options for Black sperm. And if you see some sperm that you like, I suggest go ahead and buying at least 2 vials right now. Even if you do not intend to use them anytime soon, trust me, it's better to have them than to be without them when the time comes.
Man, them babies ain't have no connection with their motherfucking ass. That's why them kids be killing their ass and shit because they have no connection, no spiritual connection with their ass. They don't understand that.
They allow you to resell the sperm back to the bank itself. Listen, I know that many are going to question or even indict the decision that I and many other Black women are making to become single mothers by choice. But I,
Single
like the
mother by
women you heard
choice.
from
Wow.
today, go by the creed of no
Mm.
regrets. I have, and many Black women have, too much love, too many resources, and too rich of a community not to share these gifts with children of
You
our
don't have no
community.
love for nobody, man, but your damn
One
self.
day, no doubt, enrich
They are
and
empty
continue
shells,
to
man.
contribute to the next generation.
Well, I'm gonna say something about this. I got to break this down, Shaq. Look,
Uh-huh.
I gotta break this down. This woman is a demon. This is a
She
demon.
is. She's an empty shell. She's an empty
Look.
shell of a person.
Yo, this woman a demon. And let me tell you something. She told you where to get in there. Notice she said they were black on. These are black on sperm. I don't give it a black on daggone. I don't care if you're in the middle of a cotton field, fucker. You ain't daggone was tell me. But look though, this was the shit they were doing. Remember we talked about the Henrietta Lacks stuff earlier?
Right.
This actually fits in the same script. It's just the shit telling you to be a single mother by choice. I mean, look, there are women they claim got fertility problems, whatever. I mean, you can, if you got to do it, have it by the man that you about to marry. Don't do this. I know a woman that did it, but she married the guy and she woofed and did it. But daggone, don't tell people just to go get any damn, as my mom used to say, Tom, Dick, and Harry. You don't know whose sperm it is. And she said they'll even buy the sperm back from you. Well, first of all, most of y'all ain't got the money to do this shit. She's saying she was lucky to get it. She got money. Everybody got money to do it. You are setting up a genocide with this. That woman is
Well, it's gonna backfire because all these women that want to be, and it's black women, all these black women want to be powerful single black women, and they wonder why the rise of these transgenders and shit. They raising them. They birthed this spirit in the world, and they raising them and shit. And then they turn around and get their ass kicked by them and shit.
So
then you complain black man don't protect you. Why would a black man protect your diva, your evil ass? No spirit having ass.
Jack, hold on a minute, hold on. Is she disrespecting the man? Yes, she was disrespecting the man to the highest extent. Now, you
first of all, she's disrespecting the universal God first, because first you don't even want to go the natural way. Now, like I said, if there's some women that may have some problems, you know what I'm saying, with, maybe. But she'll promote women, hey, just do it. Hey, you got the money to do it. We the richest. We got more money than black men. That's pretty much what she's doing, saying, oh, well, we in position, we got more money, we got more finances than black men, and more resources than any black man. So we can do what we want to do. They're not even trying to be in a relationship. They just trying to be a single mom. She promotes single moms, which she's a traitor. She's a traitor to women when they get in their 30s and 40s. This is the same shit Kevin Samuels was talking about.
I'm about to say
these women get in their 30s and 40s and shit, and now they done got tricked, Frank. Now they single and can't find a man because now they stuck in their ways and they fell for that feminism bullshit.
Right, let me say something here.
And they miserable, die alone miserable.
I'm gonna say something that Frank, let me bring this up. You see, this fits more into that thing of, like she's saying, single mother by choice, fits into the feminist movement. But as I was telling a woman a couple of days ago, matter of fact, I even had the conversation with my nephew as well. You cannot talk about men the way y'all do when you, for the last 60, 70 years, for the most part, since the civil rights movement, when y'all started burning y'all bras and saying y'all wanted to go to work, that was for feminists, just to make a bigger tax bracket. Let's face it, what it is, just to get money because they know y'all are the biggest consumers, right? That's what it was about.
There you go.
Nothing to do with women working. That's the nonsense. They just need a new tax base. Okay?
There you go.
And they need to break up all the family structure.
And to break up the family structure. Right.
Put that out there. Okay, now.
To promote consumerism.
Blame men entirely. Really, to tell you the truth, to be honest with you, they're gonna tell you where these men coming from. Well, guess what? In the movie Frankenstein was not the monster. Frankenstein was the scientist. That's what they didn't tell you. You thought Frankenstein was the monster. He's not.
And where you think Frankenstein is from? Let's take a wild guess. It says it in the name.
What it is?
It says it in the name. Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
know where they from?
Yeah,
The free
Jewish
people?
name.
Right.
Jewish name, but look.
The free
But check
people.
this out. But check this out. I know it's a Jewish
Uh-huh.
name, but look, check this out. Whatever. We got to understand. You birthed these children. You've been raising a lot of the boys 7 years. I mean, 60, 70 years, right? So that would mean that some, not all, but there is a section of men that never grew up around fire, especially the ones that's 25, 18 now, that never really had quality men around them. Some of them, now I'm going to be dead honest with you. Some of us up in the 30s and 40s, we might be okay with it because even if we didn't have dad around all the time, we still had fathers in the community. We had a coach or, somebody that we could deal with, and then dad still sometimes came around. I mean, like I said, some of us were, out of wedlock and all that, and some of us, but I'm talking about in that generation, we might can survive because men did stay around, even though they do stay around now too, but some of the women don't want that. That's another story. I'm not getting into all that, but I'm saying you cannot blame us entirely, or even hardly at all, to be honest with you. If that's what you've been producing, that's the seed you produced. So you can't, and then what you did was not only did you produce that seed, you produced the seed and gave it to another person who came up 20 years later down the road. So the same pattern continues. So somebody got to take accountability.
But see, they don't have no like the eight, like even the Mexicans don't be shit. Man, the Mexicans do. See, that's the thing. I be like, I kind of see where the Mexicans are coming from, dude. Because what they do, they get benefits and all types of shit when they come over here, and then from Democrats, by the way, and then they trick the Democrats and they start voting
promoting it.
Republican. They start voting Republican, right? And then so the thing is, see, and then they still keep their their religion based like Catholicism, right? And basically teaches them, no to abortions. So they basically having babies left and right, man. They tricking, and then they said, my bad, they send the money back to Mexico. My bad, I should have said
is promoting that though. That's the thing. I mean, like I said, some people circus enhances. I mean, we had fathers get out here killed in the street. We done had some guys leave through divorce. I actually tell you the truth, the worst part about it is 70% or more what we call single mothers, but the crazy part is even after that, you still have 80% of them without growing up with our father in the home because of divorce as well. So you actually get the number is more towards 80 than actually 70 because you got people that did marry them and then they got divorced. Some of them even the first 5 years. So that's another problem. So you got actually about 80. And the way it's going, what she's talking about, it's going to be 90. And then if we keep on going, it'll be 95. And then you're going to have 1% sooner or later. And I think that's the way they want it. So the buck got to stop something.
You see how scandalous that is? But see, they know what they're doing, man. These people been, they I was talking about this with somebody earlier. The welfare thing, the crack thing, you know what I'm saying? You notice how they just strategically did us like right in order. Boom, 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 boom. The feminism thing to the women, they got the men out of home perfectly while at the same time pushing weird lesbian type ideology, feminist ideology to the black women. So they did.
What did Gregory say, Frank?
What'd you say?
What did Dick Gregory say?
Yeah, Dick Gregory, there's a lot of things he said.
Okay, well, one thing he did say. Remember, they always tell you they're the most educated. But remember, he told you, you talking about education, not liberation. Any fool could put that book together.
Oh.
Remember he said that? You know, at Harvard University, do you know they're about to bring an AI teacher for the semester this year? AI teacher.
So that lets you know that you don't really have to have any kind of intelligence like that
just to push the things that they want to push on the curriculum. That's all it is. Every school and class and level has a curriculum, you know what I'm saying, that they have to push.
So Shaq, I'm taking your words, Frank. You'll probably agree with this, Shaq. What Ebony K. Williams is saying is she is basically telling you that she is trying to make the black man more of an endangered species.
Ooh.
Am I correct?
Piece of shit. And then that's the same broad that said that she wouldn't mess with a bus driver, right? That's the same chick.
Yeah, same one. Yeah, same one.
You know what I'm saying? But see, honestly, you know what this is doing? I'm telling you, this is like the female, I'm not going to call it hip hop, but the female.
Ain't nobody women going to see Bobby last weekend. Get the fuck out of here.
Grown ass women too. But see, I don't care. I'm going to push my immaturity. So whoever I'm raising is going to be pushing that immaturity.
What is a Bobby?
Isn't that a plastic doll, right?
Okay. You know, somebody down here I know had it. Look, some of these guys do the promotion thing. They need to cut this dumb shit out, all right? You know, they had a party. I think it was in here in North Carolina, one or the other. I forgot exactly where it was at. They actually were promoting women come dressed up as Barbies and guys come dressed up as Ken. What the fuck? Right.
Wow.
Now, Shaq, don't think this guy. Shaq, come on, Shaq, help me out here. Do you think that dressing up as Bobby and then the man dressing up as Ken, don't you think it's a little weird? I mean, I read cartoon La La Land or something. I'm just asking. Shaq, you there? I don't know where he is. That maybe he'd come back. You know, he might.
Then he said cartoon La La Land. Damn.
But, I mean, hey, we actually being AI ourselves. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
What did you say about the Barbie, Bernard?
I said the daggone, I know somebody, it was a promoter or something, they were promoting something. They're going to have a party, or they already had it, one or the other, where the women come dressed up as Barbie and the men come dressed up as Ken.
Yeah, man, we just
La La Land, or we just this damn stupid? One or the other.
now we just going through some sick times right now, man. You got grown ass people want to dress up like Barbie and Ken. We just going through some sick shit. We just got to call it what it is.
Yeah, we getting sick.
You know, these people are fetish people. They're living out their fantasies in real life. You know what I mean? It's man, god damn.
Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice got a video called Barbie, but they also got a song called Princess Diana.
Princess, what is that supposed to? Damn. See, these females. Look, I'm gonna check this out. They talk about this and they had that black, that black stereotypical persona and all this, right? But why do they always idealize themselves after like white women, like Italian mob wives and or they name themselves Tokyo Tony? What's the other one? Or they name themselves like Japanese and Chinese names. What's up with that?
Frank.
I think you know what it is though.
Wait, hold on, Frank. Let's stop right there. Look here. They ain't. Shaq got a wonderful lady that he talked to on the phone. That woman is 90-something years old. I listened to her talk. I said, Shaq, you got to keep this 90-year-old woman around as long as you can, because they not even idolizing white women. They idolizing horses, man. They got horse hair put in their head. All right, call it horse hair. What does a horse smell like when you get in there? They smell like shit. Okay? Just putting that there, right? Okay. So why the fuck are you putting the horse hair? Then you're putting Brazilian hair. Then, you're putting all this hair in your head. And daggone, please don't go into a shop, Frank, when they daggone getting them blow dries and stuff like that. And daggone, not the blow dry, that flat iron. Man, them chemicals will sometimes make your nose burn, man. You've been in a salon before. You smelled it before.
You notice that?
Yeah, they are actually burning your hair. It is a flat iron. They are burning your hair.
And then what about and my thing is, was it Madam C.J. Walker and them back in the day? They had the so-called black hair industry on lock. We're in this present day. Where did it go to the Koreans? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did they just get everything on lock like that?
Have you ever had an iron touch your skin before?
Oh yeah, it's hot. Oh yeah.
Okay, now check this out. When I was a little child, my dad and them told me not to mess with iron, but I was hard-headed and I wanted to touch it out. And I put my hand on it for about 10 seconds and take me to the hospital because I had burnt my damn hand, right? Because I was playing around. Now, I know how hot that thing is on the palm of your hand. So how is that thing on your head?
Damn, I know, huh?
Exactly. So
Mm.
I don't never want to touch a hot iron no more. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. So I don't know what's going on here. I mean, Chak, is this making sense? I mean, what are we doing? I mean, we're putting the sodium hydroxide. Even Miss Felicia Lockhart, she talked about it. She's a wonderful lady. She used to do hair. She says she is a beautician or something like that. She even talked about it causing scalp burns. But Chak, we don't like to be burned, do we? So what is all this? I mean, are we becoming part of our own delusion? Is what I'm asking. Or are we? Well, I'm not. Well, we part of our own delusion, but are we gonna wake up and hey, look? Are we gonna wake up from this nightmare that we in, or are we gonna maybe call it die in die in purgatory? That's the way it's going. Look like a die in purgatory. With this stuff going on. Chak, can you say it? Chak, what's your favorite word?
Kevin Samuels come back.
That's
Goddamn.
what I'm about to say. Say it again. Kevin Samuels come back. And I'm about to say it for you. You ain't gonna come with you. That's right. But
yeah, that's real, man.
they were talking about, I was talking to people about Kevin Samuels. You know what? I had a woman that told me back then she couldn't stand Kevin Samuels. But now she said, daggone, he might not have been that bad after all. She just got caught up in the hype. How he was portrayed as this person. She said that he's not the worst man. She did say that daggone he wouldn't be the type of man that she would date because he would piss her off talking at the table. But she said that daggone a lot of statements he say are true. Kind of weird. Topic here, whatever. I mean, she just said that she wouldn't date the man, but she said that some things he said were true. What do you think about this? It's kind of interesting though. She did say she changed her opinion of him slightly though.
Who said that?
Woman I know from Land, she said he's not that bad like she thought he was. But she said she still wouldn't date him though.
She wouldn't date who?
She wouldn't date Kevin Samuels. But she said she used to hate him, but after she got listened to him more.
They would. That's why they be jumping on the show. They trying to figure out how they can get in. Hey, man, I sent you the one with the chick that was on there, man. That bitch was a stalker. She was a psycho.
Damn. Well, they say they wouldn't date him, but you know what? They probably telling me they wouldn't date him. They probably would, though. You're right. You got a point. Yeah. They say he ain't that type of man.
I mean, and see, the thing is that she said the hype. And see, that's a lot. What a lot of this stuff is just be hype. You know what I'm saying? Like even like trying to go on off topic a little bit, but even like the Kari Richardson thing, I knew that was I know that was staged, and I knew that was a hoax. See, the thing is that lets you know. You see what I'm saying? When there are a lot more things that's presented in our face are hoax and they stage, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they're staged to carry out certain agendas and certain narratives on the people. You see what I'm saying? Edward Bernays and people like that been running propaganda on us for the longest time, and they use what they do now is, you know what I'm saying, they've been doing for a while. They use the news to spit the propaganda. You see what I'm saying? And the news, come on, the news put the story out.
Propaganda.
The news put the story out. That lets you know was the police and the news and all that was in on it. Come on, a lot of those so-called kidnapping or somebody lost or whatever, you know what I'm saying, cases do not be televised on the news like that, especially when they so-called people that look like us. We gotta think about that. I knew it was fake, but a lot of this stuff is fake, man. It's staged. It's to distract you. It's to keep you, you know what I'm saying, off balance, man, and off what the real agenda is. You see what I'm saying? And that's depopulation. That's all types of shit they're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Displacement. Whatever you could think of. I mean, you hear what old girl said. You know what I'm saying? Basically deliberately. You know what I'm saying? Being a single mom and shit by taking sperm. You know what I'm saying? Basically treating the sperm like, you know what I mean? Like it's like their own like form of motherfucking heroin or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot it up anytime I want and then just dispose.
Like this, I don't know, man. But see,
All right,
you ain't gonna see no Asians talk that shit. You ain't gonna see no Mexican females talk that shit. You gonna see none of these other groups talk that shit. You ain't even gonna see the European talk that shit because guess what? That's against their interests. And that's against
let me play this for you, Frank. Got some
Mhm.
breaking news I want to break down right quick. 2 breaking news things, then I'm gonna get out of here. But I'm gonna play one of them.
I'm going to interrupt you again, which is very rude, and I'm going to owe you a drink. We want to get to David Spunt. He actually has the indictment. He can read it to us. Tell us what are the charges, or David Spunt. There you go. Over to you.
We got the printer. We got the printer going behind me. 45 pages. Here it is, right here. Donald Trump has been indicted. There are 4 different counts. I want to read them to you before I read through this. Count 1 is conspiracy to defraud the United States. Count 2, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. Count 3, obstruction of an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding. And then count 4 is called conspiracy against rights. So I'm going to go through this and look at it right now. We just sent it out, so everybody should have a copy in our email. But right now it appears 4 different counts. This was the indictment that was not read in court, now is unsealed. And we're waiting to see if we get any type of reaction from special counsel Jack Smith. We'll be watching for. Dana?
Do you know, understand? But earlier you said that the indictments didn't have some initials, or some people were named. What happened to that? Is now everybody named?
Not everybody was named. Apparently, we're told from our producer in the courtroom, there were 2 cases where initials were read. We're deciphering who those initials may be. We're waiting to see if we find those. But this specific case right here, there was no DT read or DJT or Donald Trump announced in the courtroom. And this just says United States of America v. Donald J. Trump, defendant. So it does not have other defendants listed in this indictment. We were wondering if perhaps it might be Donald Trump and XYZ, as we saw with the retention of documents case, where his aide and body man, Walt Nauta, was also indicted. This right here is just United States of America versus Donald Trump. It's 4 counts. Again, count 1, conspiracy to defraud the United States. Count 2, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. Count 3 is obstruction of an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding. Count 4 is conspiracy against rights. It is 45 pages. And on the back, it has Jack Smith's signature right here. Okay. And it just says right here, it says Donald J. Trump, this is on the final page, did knowingly combine, conspire, confederate, and agree with co-conspirators known and unknown to the grand jury to injure, oppress, threaten, and intimidate one or more persons in the free exercise and enjoyment of a right and privilege secured to them by the Constitution and laws of the United States. That is the right to vote and to have one's vote counted in violation of Title 18 United States Code Section 241. Dana.
Thank you. Let's take.
Hey, Sean Hannity here.
What do you think about that, Shaq? Kind of interesting, man. Dang. Just yesterday, Devin Archer testified in Washington about Joe Biden, and then the next day they say, well, we're going to throw another indictment on Trump. So it seems like this. Every time they put something on Biden, then they come after Trump. So it's kind of like, interesting.
Propaganda. See, this might be all staged too. Let's keep it real. Let's just be honest. Let's not be. Let's use. You know what I'm saying? Let's use our discernment. This could be fake too. The Joe Biden shit and the Trump shit. And see, like you just said, like Republican, Democrat. You know, it's always going in order. Republican, Democrat, Republican. See, this is like what this shit is. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna go at Trump. Okay, I'm gonna go at Biden. Okay, we're gonna go at Trump. I'll let you know it's games, dude. It's to keep us, you know what I'm saying, in suspense. It's to keep us.
They told you it was 40. Hey, look, they told you it 45 pages.
45? Wasn't that the 45th president?
They told you 45 pages.
You see how they do it? They play game. They play too much, huh? You feel me, Shaq? You see how they do that? My bad.
Hey man, did y'all see that I sent y'all that clip on Instagram where the FBI allegedly was behind them so-called black niggas sending their bomb at that Jewish mosque or some shit?
Oh yeah,
y'all see that shit?
I remember that.
Man, they say the FBI was behind that. The government was behind that. The United States government was behind that.
Hey,
not surprised.
Yeah.
What you talking about the canine? You said the canine with the brother, huh? That was scandalous.
You saw it, right?
I was scandalous. You know what I'm saying? But see, here we go. This right here is to make us feel inferior even more. This right here is to put, to make sure that these police officers stay on code. Is to make sure. I mean, because it's a nationality thing too, dude. It's a certain. It's not just a skin color thing because they don't do the Africans like this. But so they make sure that they stay on code. You see what I'm saying? To make sure that they put this negative light in the keep it, like I said, propaganda in the media about us. But at the same time, what do you do with that negative aspect element, which is us? You motherfucker, you punish them motherfuckers. You sick dogs on them. You shoot them. You give them no respect. You know what I'm saying? You don't treat them like a citizen, but we're not citizens though, because citizen really means somebody sitting in to take your place.
Well, what if I need more?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy right there, though. I got you, Frank. Hold on, man.
Shocking newly released police body cam video and the investigation into what it shows: a police dog attacking an unarmed black man as he was trying to surrender. And what now? We want to warn you, of course, that some of the video you're about to see is tough to watch. So ABC's Alex Brochet joins us now with more. Good morning to you, Alex.
We got the black reporter.
Good morning, Gio. Yes, this video is tough to watch, and it's raising some big questions about use of force and also jurisdiction when multiple law enforcement agencies respond to a scene. This morning, growing outrage over this police body camera footage showing an officer releasing a canine to attack an unarmed black driver surrendering after a highway chase. It happened about an hour and a half south of Columbus. Officers tried to pull Jadarius Rose over for a missing rear mud flap. The 23-year-old refused, starting a chase. Rose at one point stopping. Get out of the truck! And as officers ordered him out of the rig at gunpoint, he took off again. 7 minutes later in the video, police able to slow him down using spike strips. As Rose gets out of the cab, his hands in the air surrendering, a highway patrolman spots Circleville police officer Ryan Speakman approaching with his canine, warning Speakman not to use the dog.
Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog.
As Rose gets on his knees, Officer Speakman commands the dog to attack.
Get the dog off of me! Get the dog!
One officer seen covering her face as they work to pry the dog off of Rose's arm.
Nobody's trying to hurt you. Just let the dog bite me. All you do is stop, brother. I did stop. I don't feel
20
safe.
miles ago.
That highway patrolman who warned against using the canine later heard talking to colleagues.
Was that not loud enough? You said it 3-4 more times.
If the officers feel that there is clearly a safety issue for the officers or citizens in the proximity, they may well use a dog. But the point being, you can't send a dog without getting into excessive force issues on somebody with their hands up.
Rose was given first aid and taken into custody. Circleville's police department tells ABC News the incident is being investigated by the Use of Force Review Board. And Rose, again, was unarmed, according to Highway Patrol. He told troopers that he was just trying to make deliveries in the area and make it back home. The NAACP Columbus chapter president says that she was afraid for Rose and traumatized after watching that video. Janae?
That's
all right. What do you think about
Okay,
that?
oh wow. Okay, so check this out. Why did they edit? Why did they edit the video like that? Why did they showed some of the chase and then they showed after they stopped, right? And then they showed, you know what I'm saying, when he was surrendering. And then okay, why is none of the superiors, any of the superior officers, you know what I'm saying, reprimanding any of them officers for that? Because you had one cop telling them or sheriff, where the fuck, telling them to release the dog, and then you had one of them saying, don't release the dog. Somebody should have got in trouble over that. And two, you see what I'm saying? It's like they had a black reporter too. I noticed. You noticed that? And three, and it's like it's just like that whole thing.
First of all, this guy is a truck driver. Like, why the hell they chasing a truck driver? That's crazy as hell too.
Why would they chasing a truck driver? And then did they even tell you the reason why they chased him? They pulled him over.
Gotta go back to the video and look at it.
That's like it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you don't even say the reason why you pulled the man over. You know, these people don't.
BLM might jump on this case. They might try to get the NAACP on this.
But honestly,
Just let you know.
Oh, my bad. This was the last thing I was gonna say. The NAACP, they're the Creed people. That's all you gotta say with that. Creed organization. And the only thing they said was, they were traumatized. Okay, you didn't say nothing about what you gonna do, any strategy, anything. You know what I'm saying? Getting him justice. Like, wow.
Let me read a text that somebody just sent me right here. A friend of mine. She's saying, "How do you sue the people who have the cells, but don't sue the people who do it?" John Hopkins was not included in the lawsuit of Henrietta Lack. They got fun, but just pointing out there. Man, nevertheless, Shaq, what do you think about a little canine incident with the dog here, Shaq?
At this moment, I plead the fifth.
Yeah, plead the fifth. Just look, it's just crazy.
Your Honor, Your Honor, I don't know what happened, Your Honor. And at this time, from the Constitution, I plead the fifth.
And I got one story out of 40 minutes for me today. But it's not coming up. Damn. Might be too new. Well, anyway, hold on a minute. Try to put it up this way. Hold on a minute. 19-year-old girl was shot today on Interstate 85. That's about 30 minutes from me. Oh, here it is. I'll play it for you.
CBS 6 News at noon starts with a breaking news alert.
And that breaking news, Virginia State Police are on the scene of a shooting in Dinwiddie on Interstate 85 near US 1. That is at mile marker 63. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thanks for joining us at noon. All we know right now is that all northbound lanes are closed after this shooting. Not many more details at this point because we're just coming into CBS 6. We do have a crew on the way and we'll update you on air and online as soon as we know more.
Well, that was 9 hours ago. But I do know more. It was a young girl. She was 19 years old. Matter of fact, I think it's her daughter's friend or something. I knew her mother from out there in Hopewell, Virginia. That's out there by the Petersburg area, Dinwiddie. And one of the people had, I think her daughter's friend or somebody that was close to them, got shot. 19 years old, got shot on. They got to shoot on the highway and shot the girl in the car, driving. Crazy, right? It caused a major traffic jam, as you know it would. And unfortunately, 19-year-old woman lost her life. So tough times, but this is what we were talking about. Frank was talking about earlier, the drill music and never hesitate to put a nigga on his back, or this time a woman on the back. Or
right.
So, yeah, that's pretty much what you get. I mean, doesn't say whether a woman or man should fight. These days, you can't be surprised because another woman will shoot another woman today. You just heard about it. That WNBA player, she got arrested for battery or beating women and stuff like that. So.
And you know what? See, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. That domestic violence. See, this is what the news and the mainstream media ain't gonna tell you. Some of the highest domestic violence stats. You know who they're on? They're on either lesbian couples, right? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, and they're on police officers. They ain't gonna tell you that. Those are the two groups that get protected in the media. You know what I'm saying? Because look, you got the Fox News crowd over there protecting the police. Kissing their ass. And you got the, the lame CNN, NBC crowd kissing the lesbians' butt. So, there you go. You know what I'm saying? See, these narratives run deep, man, and it's just a bigger agenda, man, and bigger people behind the scenes than we think and we know.
You see what I'm saying? But they use us as the violence tools and everything. They use as us. So look, when something does happen against us, it's justified because it's like a timestamp. You know, just like they got these. You know, nowadays you got these females. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're putting a timestamp on their hoeing. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you feel me? Just like they're putting a timestamp on the violence. You know what I'm saying? They're putting this timestamp on the ignorance and the negativity.
You know what?
I'm saying?
You know what I was looking at today?
Mhm.
Guy I know made a statement about some of these women, and men too, actually. Made a crazy. It was a stunning statement. He said, "What is the idea of hanging on to one partner or a woman?" I guess he's talking about women. I guess I don't know which side. So he's talking about. He's talking about you. You talking about you only want one man, but he said you've been shared by multiple men. That's what he said. He said so. He said everybody doing it. So he said he didn't understand anything about. He's saying. I guess he's saying that he don't understand why the women or men want to be monogamous. I guess that's what he's trying to get at. So it is what it is. But that's another story for another day. I ain't really got to talk to him or whatever. I got to really get into the grip of what he's actually saying, but he posted something like that. But nevertheless, that's cool.
I mean, what's his name? Oh, my bad. Shay, you was gonna say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Shane. Yeah. Let me go.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's got to be something, man. We talked about the climate. We talked about the sun and stuff, man. They talking about zero net carbon. We talked about. It's got to be something they doing, tricking with the ozone, man, and with the well, people is I don't know, man. People are on edge. People are snapping on each other. People are doing some of the most unconventional things to each other, man. Sexually, I don't know, man. You got people, man, just damn, G.
Literally putting timestamping on the hoeing. See, that's right there is, you know, when they take these thirst trap pictures on Instagram and Facebook, TikTok, when they, you know, looking provocative, wearing a little crazy stuff. And this crazy thing about it is, you know, that's all it is they doing. Listening to these female rappers talk about a bunch of fucking bullshit that they talk about. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what they're doing, man. I mean, this shit is influencing me more than you think. These little females more than I think. But see, the crazy thing about it is, I'm gonna break it down to you. Okay, Gorilla. What Gorilla, Cardi B, and Sexy Red all have in common? They either donated to schools or they visit schools and perform at schools, right?
Yeah.
But look, it's all schools that are damn near elementary schools. They're a step above elementary, junior high schools. Why are you visiting junior high schools? You see what I'm saying? Because you know these kids are impressionable. You know they're still under 18. See, that's the thing. They pushing these agendas, and these record companies are the ones telling them to do this shit. For example, how did Sexy Red how did she get that? How did she get booked at the school in the damn first place? I'm pretty sure that record company or whoever she's dealing with, the distribution,
Hey, man.
she's dealing with, got with that
Hey,
bitch.
Frank. Yeah, no, the small head said so.
Ooh, damn! I know, my bad. The big bosses, my bad. You know what I'm saying? The Creed people, my bad. They doing their thing. And see exactly what it is. The same people, look, investing in these damn rappers, these whack ass rappers. The same people are investing in these damn prisons, man. And see, everybody was going Google Gaga over the Trump Pence little cabinet, but guess what? Mike Pence is a really big donor and it has a really, really, really big, you know, amounts of money in these damn privatized prisons. A lot of these damn either celebrities or, i.e., motherfucking politicians, they got a lot of stake in this shit. So what does that let you know, man? But like I said earlier, you get the, you know, single mother or dysfunctional household, right? You get the welfare, you get the prison money from prison for the prisoners, right? You see what I'm saying? Hell, you get the homeless, you get the drug addicted. See, they're making money off us in all those different aspects. You see what I'm saying? They make money off you when you buy these drugs. Best believe it or not, they make money when you fill these prisons up. They make money. You know what I'm saying? When you take their welfare and their resources, right?
Let me play something for you, Frank.
Mhm.
Oh, dang it. Oh, okay. Let me get it.
Damn, boy. They getting paid, Frank. Why they getting paid, dog?
Man, that's all it is, man. That's all it is, you know. And just
blaming
like
COVID, abortion, inflation, and more on Jewish officials in the Biden administration and media companies led by Jewish owners or executives. Law enforcement can't do anything. It's freedom of speech. In recent weeks, similar flyers were found in New York, North Carolina, Virginia, Colorado, California, and Florida, among other states.
And this year alone, this group, the GDL, has more than tripled the number of propaganda acts targeting Jews.
The Anti-Defamation League tracked more than 2,500 anti-Semitic incidents in the U.S. in 2021, the highest number since they began tracking 43 years ago. That includes more than 1,700 incidents of harassment, about 850 incidents of vandalism, and 88 of assault, 11 with a deadly weapon.
The goal is to terrorize Jews and the people around them.
Far-right candidates are coming under scrutiny for associating with hate groups, including Doug Mastriano, the Republican nominee for governor in Pennsylvania. He regularly posted on a social media site known for anti-Semitism and paid the site consulting fees until criticized in the media. And Carrie Lake, Arizona's Republican nominee for governor, under pressure today, rescinding her endorsement of an Oklahoma state Senate candidate who's used homophobic and anti-Semitic language. All of this with the high-stakes midterm elections less than 3.
This was last year, but you get my drift. How they, they back to the nonsense. They've been on this kick.
They trying to make it a Jewish country, man. Just be honest. They trying to make it seem like they the only ones. They get harassed.
28-year-old O'Shea sibling.
Okay, now wait a minute. Now let me pull this up because this happened in New York yesterday.
Police death may have been fueled by hate. Police saying he may have been targeted because he's gay. Friends say he was a talented professional dancer who wasn't afraid to be himself.
He wasn't hide. He was proud. He never hid. He was proud. He was always proud.
On Saturday night, O'Shea and his friends stopped for gas at a mobile station on Coney Island Avenue in Midwood. Surveillance video shows their group, the ones without shirts, get into a heated argument with another group that comes out of the gas station. The back and forth escalates before police say a teenager seen in the video with a black shirt and red shorts pulls out a knife and stabs O'Shea in the chest. Witnesses say the fight started because the victim and his friends were dancing.
He had a problem with they were dancing. He wanted them to stop dancing, and he started arguing with them. And then after a few fights and back and forth arguing, he pulled out a knife and stopped.
The mayor today addressed overall crime in the city, citing improvements to public safety, but acknowledging random acts of violence.
You have an incident like we saw over the weekend where this young man was experiencing that hate crime and we will find the person responsible. It shakes our confidence.
He was like a beautiful person, I can't see him no more because I don't want to cry.
O'Shea's neighbors in Brownsville say he was always kind and helpful. This neighbor, who also identifies as gay, tells us he had recently warned O'Shea to be careful, saying he worried about his safety.
It happens. There's no progress. Progress, yes, but we here don't see it. We have to live stifled. We live here in a community where we have to pretend to be somebody else.
Based on the surveillance video and witness accounts, police have identified the suspect as a 17-year-old. They have his name, and they're looking for him tonight. Reporting in Midwood, Brandon Ovino.
Okay, what up? Okay, if you have his name, how you looking for him?
What's his race? Why didn't say his race?
How do you looking for him, motherfucker? You got the information.
Frank, why didn't say his race?
Why didn't say his race? Ooh, dude, if that would have been a highly melanated person, they would have been on it, dude. They would have been.
But who knows?
Tight look, everything. They would have said if he had a motherfucking dreads, they would have face tattoo. They'd have said all that.
They'd have had a bolo for all black men. They'd have had bolo for all 17 black men from 17 to 45.
And it says an anti-gay crime too. Notice that anti-gay.
Okay, the thing is, if you have it, nobody got it. Okay, you got a convenience store. Nobody got no license plate. The cameras didn't get no license plate numbers. You see how we don't think?
How you at a gas station? Nobody get no license plate number. See, we don't think.
Right. Who is stabbing somebody in America, nigga, in 2023, yo?
Who's stabbing somebody in America, dude? And did you see? How come on the tape? I didn't see that motherfucker stab him. Did you? It looked like dude got attacked. The dude in the red shirt. I mean, the red shorts got attacked to me and stumbled. It looked like he
See,
stabbed somebody.
They not gonna disclose that. They gonna say, he come on, man. He got mad because they was fucking dancing. Wait, hold on. People been dancing all their life, yo, on the streets. Ain't nobody ever got mad at somebody else dancing on the street, Jim.
That was the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
That's
dude.
bullshit.
And how did I know they was gonna say the neighbor was gay? So even if the neighbor was gay, what business is that, dude? What does that have to do with anything? You see that?
But how did he know he was gay though? That's what I'm saying.
The crisis actor neighbor that we got that's gay. What you gonna say?
Right.
Like that dude was an actor, bro. And see, you see how we do, but see, we don't think because we're in their emotions. Oh shit! Oh, it's a so-called black guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I'm mad. I'm sad. Police, motherfuckers killing us. See, they gets us in our emotions. They know that. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be thinking. We ain't gonna be thinking, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, oh, and then plus that's gonna make the LGBTQY.
What 17-year-old black boy, pull on a knife stabbing somebody?
Yeah, 17-year. And so the thing is, dude, how do you not have a 17-year-old's school records? You got his name, but you don't got his school records. You see how we don't think, dude?
Are they messing with the shit now? The stream.
You see how we don't think, though? Y'all see how we don't think? We see. You see how we be behind like a motherfucker, man. Like, but see, people here to see, especially the old. I'm not gonna say elders, the older people older than us that look like us, right? They hear stories like that and they run with it. Oh, see this and that, man. That's why you gotta pull your pants up and all this bullshit they be saying. They don't have nothing to do with shit, right? Because they was hanging motherfuckers in 3-piece suits, weren't they? So come on, dude. It don't have nothing to do with no dress, how motherfuckers dress. But see, I never heard a motherfucker get mad at a motherfucker dancing. See, they give you that bullshit scenario to make it seem like it's a narrative, like it was a motive behind this shit. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and then the thing is, you don't hear no audio or nothing on the video, right? It was a grainy ass video. You see what I'm saying? Like they always do. It's 2023 and they got grainy ass videos from 1993. You know what I'm saying? So that it's like, and plus this is gonna make the LGBTQYXYZ community mad. That's gonna make them feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And push propaganda towards them. And then the anti-Semitic thing dude was talking about. What stats is that? The FBI stat? What stats does he talk about? Can anybody?
The ADL.
Yeah, show me the paperwork. Oh yeah, they make up their own rules. They make up their own shit and their own rules. You know what I'm saying? So these people are full of it. They're talking about this has been a spike. We haven't had this much in it since 50-something years. Oh, y'all been counting something since 50-something years, dude. And what? So the ADL has that been around since 60-some years? See, the thing is, man, it's like they just could say anything because these are the groups right here. When they push the propaganda, these are the groups, obviously, they're telling you they have a lot of power and influence. The Creed people got a lot of power and influence, and the LGBT community got the power and influence. There you go. So we can make up stories and stuff protecting these people like the Asian hate crime. All that was fake. It was staged. They were literally using crisis actors for that. They didn't show you no video. They showed you grainy ass videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's all crisis actors. You could go right now and audition for you to be a crisis actor, and you could be in one of these fake scenarios. You probably have to slam some cease and desist or some non-disclosure agreement type bullshit to say that you can't tell that this was staged. But
hold on, Frank. Hold on, Frank. I want you to hear this.
Yo, I can't hear nothing. Yeah.
Is it tripping? Are they tripping on the volume? What happened?
Yeah, I can hear nothing. I don't see nothing on. I just see y'all. No, man.
All right. Well, let me break it down. I ain't got to play the whole video. I just tell you what's going on. So they're saying that hate crimes up 50% in New York City. That's what they said. That Asians, Jews have been getting attacked across the country. The anti-hate, gay hate is up 50% in New York City. That's what they say.
So all the groups that have power and influence are getting attacked. Okay, right. The niggas that ain't got no power and influence in New York, we ain't getting attacked. Oh, it makes sense and shit. The niggas that actually live in these crime-infested communities, we're not getting attacked.
Me and Chak talked about legislation today. He's talking about legislation of Indians, but like I told Chak, daggone, it's gonna be one group, daggone. They about to do pull off another switcheroo on us. Ain't gonna be about no black, white, Indian. It's about either you gay, you straight, you a pedophile or not. They passing legislation for these groups. They done made themselves a new group. And now what she said, the LGBTQ plus, the plus. What the hell is a damn plus? You ain't got no damn adjective or nothing. Who the hell are you? Plus what?
Plus more of them motherfuckers. I think it's the pedophiles is next, man.
No, man, look, I just said Shaq a daggone think about a woman daggone filming having sex with her damn dog. Okay.
Or I heard about the bestiality. Ooh, dude.
They've been trying to
be on there.
That's plus too. Plus is anything they want to add.
Anyone they want to add.
Damn.
Look, if I want to be a cat, I can be a cat. If I want to be a dog, I can be a dog.
Yeah.
You might say, daggone, you a human dog or some shit. And you better respect that person, a human dog, but daggone, you don't, they gonna lock your ass up.
Man, boy.
On some Demolition Man type stuff.
Yeah.
This is crazy, man.
See, they dumping in everything on America, man. They dumping everything. The American is a dumping site for everything now. Huh?
Oh, I'm just saying they bringing out movies like Oppenheimer, they clone Tyrone, but we would be careful because what they're trying to do is effectively make the human population basically a clone for their agenda.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So you gotta be more careful. Don't fall into this nonsense. Oh, daggone Shaq.
You don't want the majority of the population to get back in control, but it's inevitable. It's coming.
Well, people are getting mad. And the next show I do, we're gonna have to, Frank, get ready for this one. We're gonna break down the history. One of these shows may not be the next one, but we're gonna do it. We got to break down the history of the ADL.
Oh.
We got to break down the history. Who they are, what they
history of who?
The ADL.
Man, they got you chopped. They got you chopped up, chopped and screwed.
Hey, man. I'm breaking down the history of the ADL. They might want to do it, man.
But see, the thing is,
hey, they chopping and screwing you, dog.
Paul Walnum or what?
Hey, man. They hate me, man. But nevertheless, don't worry about it. Chopped and screwed, but Shaq.
Kill the Indian, save the nigga.
Shaq, go ahead, shout out your information.
Man, they got you.
Frank, tell him I said shout out his information.
He said shout out your information. Check, yo. Yo. Oh shit, what happened? Can you hear me? That's weird. Can you hear me or what? That's very weird how this is going on.
I can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, it's okay. Yeah, man. So BJ,
All right, wait a minute. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. How about wait a minute. Don't worry about it. How about you shout out your information? There you go.
Yeah, BJ, man, good looking out again for having me coming on, man. We just, you know what I'm saying? Good topics, man. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get everything right, man. Stay vigilant. Stop, you know what I'm saying? Worrying about these celebrities, man. Because key word, root word of celebrities is celebrate. I don't celebrate none of these damn, you know what I'm saying? These influence people, you know what I'm saying? These devils, man, you know what I'm saying? And these demons, you know, that's basically who they are. But yeah, man, so y'all can hit me up, man. You know, XX Frank Nitty XX, man. You know, YouTube try to shadow ban me, man. So, you know, share it out, like it, you know what I mean? Subscribe to share it out to your people, man, so I can get as many shares as possible because YouTube is on some weird stuff. You know what I mean? And y'all can hit me up. I got another Instagram at XX Frank Nitty XX, man, and Frank Jones 8115, man. So y'all holla at me, man, and just tap in with your boy, man. I'm gonna do a show tomorrow too, actually, man. Oh yeah, BJ.
I'm waiting for him to try to get back in first. I'm gonna shout my information. Bernard 1121 Instagram, 1907 BJ1 Twitter, Bernard Johnson Facebook, KingBJMedia.com, KingBJFitness.com. That's it. Bernard 1120 Instagram, I think. Yeah, there you go. Yep. And $1919 BJ if you want to donate to Cash App. All right, I think he's back. All right, man.
Man, this is some bullshit, man. They kicked me out, man.
Okay, Daggone, we was asking you. We was asking you to shout out your information. That's all we were doing.
Oh, okay, yeah, man. Salute, man. It's another good build out. You can check me at Shaq_Edwards on Instagram, Shaq Edwards on Facebook, and Shaq Wilder on YouTube, man. Tap in, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. I mean,
Question. So we all do agree that we are becoming an endangered species, right?
hell yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad somebody agrees with me. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad somebody knows it. Daggone, you don't know you're an endangered species, you could be in a lot of trouble. You'd be in a lot of trouble. You might end up, I don't know. Hey, look. Might be like Lena Bobbitt down here, cutting the man dick and balls off. That happened in the 90s when I was a kid. So
I remember that.
yeah, that happened there. Yeah, that happened
Well,
there.
shit.
She threw the man dick in the jam. Remember that happened right down the street from me. Matter like I passed the jam river today, man.
Right,
That's crazy, man. What the hell was she on, dude?
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, man.
Damn, yo.
Toxic. They call it toxic masculine. I call it toxic feminine.
No, that's toxic masculinity there.
Oh. Well, you know, it is what it is.
She's reverse.
Well, nevertheless.
Hey Frank, you been seeing that chick? What's her name? Pastor P.
Pastor P. Wait, she on YouTube or?
Yes, yeah. Man, this lady, boy, she
be going in or what?
Man, nigga, she be going in on males, and definitely black males, G.
But see, that's the thing, man. You know, it's you see, that's the narrative. You know, I could get a lot of money from doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I had a broad tell me recently, I should have never even went into this conversation with the broad. But anyway, I had a female basically tell me, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, black men, you know what I'm saying, tripping because we got attitudes and this and that, and y'all be, you know, going with other races and all this. No, for one, no race is gonna want to deal with no attitude. For one, you know, oh, we got attitudes, you know what I'm saying? Why do you think we got attitudes? What you mean? Why I think you got attitudes? Because you're masculine, and because you take the motherfucking job. You think because you got a job and you make a decent amount of money, you equate that to being, you know what I'm saying, masculine and having manhood, which I don't agree with. Because there's males out here that make money, but they're not men. So I don't know what that's all about. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? That's just like, it's really weird. You know what I mean? How they pick their careers and everything over their families and their dating lives is really weird to me. You know what I mean?
Man, these motherfuckers is laughing at us, G. That our women is pretty much becoming the worst enemy, our worst enemy, and these motherfuckers is laughing at us, G.
Well,
like I said, the Mexicans don't be doing that shit. Even the Mexicans, like, come on, like, you know, even like these groups that come, you know what I'm saying, and immigrate over here from other countries, they don't even have that kind of disdain. What they tell you?
Man, they be and they be stumping, Hey, look, and they be stumping their girls' ears together, nigga.
Well, let me say this.
I ain't lying.
Let me say this.
I don't do it. I don't
Frank,
recommend doing it, but
Frank,
hey.
I'm gonna say this. You know, when I was at the wedding the other day, the guy I hadn't talked to him in a while, but he actually talked about the same thing. He said, "What do you think about the state of modern women today?" I said, "You on that stuff too?" He said, "Yeah, man, I be listening to Kevin saying it was interesting. It's a whole man movement going on here, but with this stuff that's going on." Just pointing out there. That's what he talking about at a wedding, yo. This is so crazy, but it is what it is. But I do want y'all gentlemen to take your time. We're gonna do another show soon, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna put all the pieces together. So take y'all time. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.
All right. Peace. Salute.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.